On April 21, 2025, the world heard sad news. Pope Francis had passed away at the age of 88. People all around the world felt pain in their hearts. Church bells rang in cities and towns. People gathered in churches, homes, and streets to pray. Many had tears in their eyes as they remembered the kind, simple leader. He was not just a leader. He was a friend to the poor, the weak, and forgotten people. Many called him a light in dark places. His love touched everyone. From Italy to the United States, from Africa to Asia, people shared stories about Pope Francis. They talked about his smile and his warm, kind heart. In homes, people lit candles. On phones and TV, videos of the Pope spread quickly. Many people said, "We will never forget him." They wrote kind notes and prayers. But who was this man who made so many people love him? What made him special? Why did millions cry at his death? We will learn more in the next chapters. Jorge Mario Bergoglio was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, on December 17, 1936. He was the first child in a big family with 4 other brothers and sisters. His father worked on trains and counted money. His mother stayed at home and prayed a lot. Their house was full of love, care, and strong faith in God. As a boy, Jorge liked school and reading. He also helped around the house. He learned the value of hard work, being kind, and putting others first in life. Jorge also loved science. He studied chemistry when he got older. He worked in a lab where he mixed things and studied how food was made and kept safe. He did not grow up rich. He wore simple clothes and ate simple food. Even when working, he stayed humble and did not ask for much in life. This simple way of living stayed with him always. Even when he had many jobs later, Jorge did not care about money or fancy things. He stayed true to his roots. In time, Jorge felt something new in his heart. He felt close to God. He started to think about becoming a priest and giving his life to help others like Jesus did. In 1958, he joined a group called the Jesuits. They were men who lived for God and helped poor people. This choice was the start of something very big. Jorge prayed and studied a lot. He wanted to know more about God and how to help people. His heart was full of love and hope for a better world. In the 1970s, Argentina became a very hard place to live. The army took control and many people lived in fear. It was a time of sadness and dark secrets. Many were taken from their homes at night. Some people were never seen again. This time was called the Dirty War, and it lasted for many years in the country. Jorge was a leader of the Jesuits during this time. He had to make hard choices. He tried to help people, but he also had to keep others safe from harm. Jorge helped some people in secret. He gave them places to hide. He also helped 2 other priests who were taken. He prayed and acted with quiet care. Not everyone understood his actions. Some said he did not do enough. But later, many people found out he had helped in ways nobody knew at the time. He did not talk much about this time in his life. He felt pain for what others went through. Still, he believed he had done what he could with love. Later, Jorge moved to a city called Córdoba. He lived very simply. He had few things. He spent his days praying, reading, and thinking deeply about life. This was a quiet time for him. He did not have an important job then. But in his heart, he was still full of love for people. He wanted to grow closer to God. He called this time a kind of exile. It helped him become more humble. He listened more, spoke less, and learned how to lead in a kinder, softer way. In 1998, Jorge became the Archbishop of Buenos Aires. This was a big job, but he still lived in a small home. He did not want a driver or fancy car. Each day, he took the bus and walked in the streets. He did not try to be important. He wanted to be near the people and hear about their real lives. His home had few things. He cooked his meals and cleaned by himself. People saw that he lived simply and loved them. They felt close to him. Jorge spoke often about poor people. He said they must not be forgotten. He gave his time to visit places where people had little food or shelter. He asked the rich to give more, and the strong to help the weak. He told people that love and care were more important than money or power. He did not like when others lived with too much. He believed in justice and fairness. He wanted every person to have a full and happy life. People in Buenos Aires saw Jorge in markets, buses, and poor areas. He was not far away or hidden. He listened, smiled, and gave kind words. Many in the church and outside started to see him as a good man. He was strong but gentle. He led in a quiet way, full of care and truth. In 2001, Pope John Paul II made Jorge a cardinal. This meant Jorge now had an even bigger job and a bigger voice in the church across the world. On March 13, 2013, something big happened. Jorge Bergoglio became the new pope. People watched from all over the world to see who the new leader would be. He stepped out wearing only a white robe. He smiled and said, "Good evening." It was not a long speech. People felt his simple heart right away. He was the first pope from South America and the first Jesuit. These firsts made the world watch closely. Many felt hope for a new time in the church. Jorge chose the name Francis. He picked this name after a saint who lived in peace and helped poor people. The name showed who he wished to be. Saint Francis loved animals, poor people, and the earth. The Pope also wanted to give love to all. His new name showed his dream of a simple and kind life. This name made many people happy. It was not a strong or loud name. It was soft and caring, just like the new Pope's way of living and leading the church. He did not move into the big palace. He chose to live in a small guest house in the Vatican. He also used a simple car and did not wear rich clothes. Many people were surprised. This Pope did not live with gold and guards. He ate with other people, waited in line, and showed love in little ways. His life in the Vatican stayed simple. He washed feet, hugged the sick, and smiled at all. He wanted to be close to the people, not far above them. Pope Francis spent much time helping poor people and those with no homes. He also spoke for people who had to leave their countries to find safety. He asked the church to open its arms to these people. He said that all people, no matter where they are from, should be treated with love and care. Refugees, the poor, and people in pain felt seen by him. He visited places where they lived. His words and hugs made them feel hope and human again. Pope Francis traveled to many places that had trouble. He went to places with war, hunger, and sadness. He met with people who suffered much. He gave a voice to those the world forgot. He prayed with them and hugged them. He wanted to show that God loved them and did not forget them. His visits brought light to dark places. In each place, he spoke words of peace. He wanted to lift hearts and help people feel strong again. One big work of Pope Francis was about the earth. In 2015, he wrote a book called Laudato Si, asking people to care for the land, sky, and water. He said the earth is like our home and must be loved. He told people not to hurt the planet with trash, smoke, or cutting down too many trees. This message was new for many people. He said that taking care of the earth was a way to love others, because we all share this world together. Pope Francis also looked at the past. He asked for forgiveness for bad things done by the church. These were deep and painful things for many people. In 2022, he went to Canada and said sorry to Indigenous people. Long ago, the church hurt them in schools. He asked to be forgiven for this wrong. He showed that saying sorry is strong. He said healing must start with truth. His actions helped many feel seen and begin to find peace again. Pope Francis often spoke kindly with people from other religions. He met with leaders from many places and showed them respect and peace during each meeting. He believed that all people, even with different ways of faith, could work together to help others. He wanted unity, not hate, among people of the world. Francis showed that peace starts with listening. When he met others, he listened with care. This helped build love and friendship between different groups. In 2013, when asked about gay people who loved God, Pope Francis said, "Who am I to judge?" These words surprised many people in the church and outside. He did not change church rules, but he chose a gentle way. He spoke with mercy and care instead of hard words. He wanted people to feel welcome. Many felt hope from his words. People who were judged before now felt seen. He showed that the church could be a place of kindness and not fear. Later, Pope Francis said that same-sex couples could be blessed in church if done in love. He did not call it marriage but gave space for kind blessings. This step was very new. Many people felt joy and comfort. They were not pushed away. The church opened its heart just a little more through his words. He knew not all people would agree, but he believed that every person should be treated with care. For him, love mattered more than rules alone. Pope Francis also looked at women in the church. He gave more of them work in places where ideas and choices are made, especially in the Vatican. In the past, men made most choices in the church. But Francis wanted to hear women's voices too. He said they bring care, strength, and deep thought. Though he did not say women could be priests, he showed trust in their hands and hearts. He gave them power to lead with care and help others grow. After Pope Francis died, many people from all over the world came together. They did not just cry. They shared stories of hope, love, and good changes he made. In churches and streets, people prayed and held candles. They said Pope Francis was a light in dark times. His words stayed in their hearts and gave peace. Flags flew at half-mast. Children drew pictures of him. Songs and kind words were heard. The whole world showed thanks for a man who gave so much. The church started to look different during his time. It became more open, more kind, and more full of care. He helped people feel they belonged. Some people once felt far away from the church, but with Francis they felt welcome again. They saw the church as a place of love and not fear. He added new voices to the church. Women, the poor, and people from every part of life had a seat at the table. He opened doors, not closed them. Pope Francis gave many strong messages. He said to care for the poor, the earth, and each other. He said to use soft hands and open hearts. He asked people to listen more and fight less. He told leaders to act with care, not just power. His words were like a soft wind of change. He told children that even a smile helps the world get better. He told adults to walk with the weak. He told all that love makes the world bright. What can we learn from his life? We can live simply, love others, and care for those who are left out. We can listen, smile, and forgive people too. Pope Francis did not love things. He loved people, nature, and peace. He showed us that we do not need much to live a full and happy life. He walked with all kinds of people, rich or poor, sick or strong, old or young. He touched all hearts. His life was a lesson for every person.